Hi, this is Srishti, and welcome back to my channel. This is not a travel video, but it is a video of me just talking my heart out about something. And because I have a lot to say, so Instagram is not the right platform, I'm going to do it here. Um, I have always dealt with a very serious problem, and that is comparison. Since when I was a child, it was always there, very, very present in my life throughout. I wanted what others had. I wanted um, others' parents. I wanted the things they owned. I just, I felt like whenever I looked at people and their beautiful lives, I just wanted a piece of it for myself. And that carried on for so long that it is now affecting me in my adulthood. Uh, so I just didn't know what to do. I kept on, I have in a way ruined my 20s by constantly comparing myself with others. I have ruined relationships because every time they've shared a good news with me, I've not been like, congratulations. I've said to them, oh, how can I have this for myself? And this is long before Instagram became a thing. After Instagram, it's been 10x. And it really affects my relationship with my partner, Shubham, who is absolutely kind and patient with me through all of this. God bless his soul. But okay, this is so hard to do. What I'm trying to say is that there was this one night a couple of weeks ago, my partner and I, we were in a bit of a fight, and I was just like, how are you so content with everything? Whereas I'm somebody who just keeps wanting more and more and more and more, and I am so tired because it's never ending. It's just I defend it by saying, oh, if I don't want more, then how will I work towards a goal? Or like, how will I work towards more things that I want in life? But that is just a stupid excuse. I mean, it works for me in the way that it keeps me encouraged and inspired, but sometimes it really gets to me and it's draining. Uh, so, this one night we were having a bit of a rough time and tough time. So he called up my mom and we started speaking to her. And by then I was just like sobbing away. And I was like, I don't know why I compare myself with others. It's really such a killjoy. It's taken away so much of my mental space and really ruins my relationship with myself and my everybody around me. To which then my mom answered that, Srishti, don't you remember? Like what? For context, my parents are divorced. Uh, they got divorced just 3 years ago. So my brain forbids me to access memories from the parts of my life where my father is present. Maybe it is a bit of PTSD, which is traumatic something syndrome disorder. How can it be a syndrome and disorder? Post traumatic stress disorder. Yes, post traumatic stress disorder. I don't know if it is that, but these are like just some things that your brain does when it wants you to just be happy where you are. It's a way to keep you safe. uh so I started telling my mom that it has just really affected me my entire life and I don't know how to deal with this. And she starts off by saying that my father used to compare us with everyone. He used to compare his wife with other wives, with what they were wearing, with what they were doing, with how they were raising their kids, with how they were towards their husbands. He would constantly compare his kids, my brother and I, with other kids, with his friends' kids, and just, he would never be proud of us. He's never come to our PTMs also and stuff like that. So she said that we as kids and she as a wife internalized it so much that it affected our self-worth to a whole other degree. And when your self-worth is not at its best, obviously you're going to compare yourself with others. And in that moment I just started howling, and so I felt so vulnerable, that oh my god, I had no idea he used to do that, and that I don't even remember any of this. But at the same time, it was a reminder that what he had, how he had treated us, I was treating myself the same way in my present life. And that's not how I want to live life, you know. Um, I want to do better. I want to feel more content. I want to feel better about myself. And yeah, just not compare myself with everyone, because it's so tiring. It's so tiring. And so then that day, I felt like, oh wow, I have finally reached the source of this problem. And I can now, I'm aware of it now, and I can, every time I catch myself um, comparing, I can just put a stop to it. It's easier said than done because it doesn't happen. It's that pattern is such a muscle memory, right? So my first reaction is to compare, but then now I'm slowly starting to realize that I don't have to carry it forward like what he did to us. I don't want to carry it forward in my life with my own self. And it felt like a closure. I hadn't even expected that I will get something out of my conversation with mom, but this was such a big piece of information uh, that allowed me to sort of realize that because I was always of the viewpoint that मेरे को नहीं पता ये कहाँ से आता है comparison. I'm just like this. I don't know where it comes from. But it did have a source, and it did give me closure. It did give me closure. So I'm so thankful for that night when it happened. And I don't even know why I'm making this video, but what I'm trying to say is that all our problems in today's time, they come from somewhere, they stem from somewhere. It is maybe in a childhood memory, or in a childhood trauma, or in the way our one of our parents behaved with us, or both of our parents behaved with us. And upon meeting people of this age, I realized that there is so much more in common than we think, and everyone is just going through their own shit. So I feel if you are somebody who is ready to understand where one of your problems or patterns comes from, and you don't know where it comes from, maybe try talking to one of your better parents and figure out कि क्या चल रहा है, कहाँ से आता है, I guess. Or a sibling. I feel like a sibling, a brother or a sister, plays a huge role in, you know, trauma related to family, and they're able to relate because they've also been in the same boat, not at the same time, not in the same way, but because you guys share a parent, you will be able to relate to each other. I don't know if I'm ever going to put this video up. मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि इसका conclusion क्या है, but I'll see. But if you have reached the end of this video, thank you so much. If it made any sense to you, please leave a comment so that I feel like I've not made a fool out of myself by putting this out. So, yeah, thank you.